Alright, time to find more bird stickers.
Futamigara!
Oh, hold up.
Yep.
This is where Samikawa.
Yes.
Oh yeah. He gets there and he's just like, my legs hurt and it's hot and why we gotta walk so much in Japan?
Date unknown. August 1980. Afternoon. Futami Town, Futamigara Coast.
And here we find the next subject of inquiry. What place might this be, my dear?
This is Futamigara, the coastline that lies beside Futami Town. It's just over from Ise City.
Ah, then we've finally penetrated the outskirts of Ise City proper. Things are certainly beginning to heat up.
After poetry is about 69ing, we are now penetrating.
That feels like an innuendo somehow.
So I'm 15.
So I know to say innuendo.
And out the other.
I inferred that Ise City was the prefectural capital from the fact that Mie Prefecture was once known as Ise Province. Not bad, huh?
Well, I can understand how you would arrive at that conclusion.
But you are totally fucking wrong.
But the truth is, Mie Prefecture is composed of 4 separate provinces: Ise, Shima, Iga, and Ki.
Huh? Is that so? Whoa.
But that doesn't change the fact that Ise City is regarded as the spiritual capital of Japan, making it a very important location.
Chat says, that's one small penetration into a city, one giant penetration towards a mermaid.
Yes.
Jail.
Yes.
Chat jail.
Chat jail, yes.
Go directly to chat jail.
Very interesting. But the sun has already begun its steady descent, so perhaps we should pick up the pace a bit. Ooh. Are there bird stickers, perchance? You're not allowed to waste time, but I am.
We did find a bird sticker here earlier.
We did. Wonder if it's going to be in a similar spot.
Oh yeah, it was right there, wasn't it?
It
was in the shadows, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, the shadow.
Yep. That's what made it tricksy.
It's true. I don't see one here.
Trixie!
It's on that building over there, just being mean.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hang on. Go back to the front of the pier.
Is there a thing?
No, it's a crevice.
Okay.
That one crevice looks oddly bird-shaped.
That one oddly bird-shaped crevice.
Yes. I know, I get it, though, because I've had that jump scare before.
It's true. Just let me know if you see anything that looks like a desk. Alright.
Futamigara Sea is famously said to purify the body, so many visitors to Ise Shrine come here as well. The scenic beauty of the location has even been featured in poems from antiquity.
It's all over the place in Tales of Ise.
It certainly is easy on the eyes. The strands of pine trees along the shore make for quite the striking image.
To make it even better, the embankment we're standing on offers a 360-degree view of Ise Bay.
It makes you want to get out on the very edge to take it all in.
It really does. Being surrounded by the bay like this is such an enchanting feeling. What a breathtaking view. Oh, I hope Mio comes to see this with me.
Oh, I see you brought the other girl too. Hex!
Say. Hex.
I like the idea.
Yako, look at this beautiful view. Push!
Yeah.
What? Where did Yako go? Oh, you know, she saw a mermaid, and now she is swimming with the fishes. She's ready for dinner. You bitch!
Well, you try to push Yako off a cliff, Yako will climb back up and kick your ass. I kind of love the idea that Cersei is constantly trying to curse Yako, and Mio's just counterspelling it constantly, and Yako has no idea.
Yeah. No, even better. Oh god, their friend comes back from the afterlife and is like, I can't rest in peace. I gotta protect my bestie.
So there's this motherfucker in Issei Bay that keeps sending things your direction, and I cannot rest anymore.
Michio, right?
Yes.
Michio, yeah, that was it.
Yep.
I almost forgot her, and I almost made myself very
Don't
sad.
forget her.
I know. I felt really bad.
That's true. You did actually forget her. Guess I'm deleting that save now.
Shut the fuck up!
No! You're not allowed! I remembered, bitch!
Jail for Ben. 100 years dungeon.
I mean,
800
me and Gary will
years
hang out in jail. It'll be great.
800 years of jail for Ben and Gary.
I also, going back to the hex and counterspell thing, I'm just picturing like hex, counterspell, hex, counterspell, hex, gun.
Yes.
Bang, bang, bang.
All right.
Okay, do me a favor and hit sync. Because we don't hit that button often enough.
Of course, I have my own reasons for trying to locate the mythical creatures. But for now, I intend to scour this land in order to learn as much as I can about its lore and legends. All right, let's look at Cersei. As far as the girl is concerned, I suppose I could be considered a guardian of sorts.
Oh, this is a repeat from the last time.
Yes.
Even so, I often find myself caught up in her pace and completely thrown off guard. If anyone should be shaking things up around here, it ought to be me.
Main character syndrome ass.
Gary's saying, just me and Ben, y'all are in this jail long before me. They're in solitary. They've done too much.
I know what prison I'm in. No one else needs to be invited.
All right. Oh, she's not checked off. Huh. Looks like the same text.
Oh.
Weird. We might be getting something later then.
Maybe if we talk to her some more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then look at her. Ooh.
The interesting sighting sounds interesting.
I know, I'm looking at that.
I know. I'm looking at that too. Yeah, save super duper quick.
I want to know about the interesting sighting.
Yeah, I do too.
Me 3.
Speaking of which, this is entirely unrelated, but there's something I've been wondering. Do you mind?
What? But their conversation was just getting good. Ooh.
Protest all you like, but I shall ask away. On our way here, I noticed a certain something adorning the entrances to everyone's houses. What is that?
Oh, right. Those are Somin Shorai talismans.
So men sure I?
Yes. Although in most of Japan, they're usually only hung up around the New Year, but here in the Issei Tokushima region, they're traditionally left up all year round.
Interesting.
I can add more detailed information to the files for you later.
Files
Or
updated! Or now.
Yep.
Somin Shorai. A type of talisman inscribed with the character Somin Shorai Shison, meaning descendant of Somin Shorai. These talismans come in a variety of forms, ranging from smaller objects, such as paper slips, wooden tags, or hexagonal wooden charms, to larger objects, such as hoops made of entwined miscanthus reeds, or a shimanawa, sacred ropes used for spiritual ritual purification. These talismans are generally placed at the doorways of households as a prayer for sound health and to ward off illness. Many households in Ise Shima place Somin Shorai talismans at the entrances to their homes, usually in the form of paper slips or shimanawa. Although most families in Japan only put shimanawa up during the New Year, in Ise Shima they are kept up the whole year around, being replaced once a year on New Year's Eve. The words Shomin Shorai originate from the name of the central figure in the legend of the same name. Although many versions of the tale exist throughout Japan, the tale, as generally told in Ise Shima, is as follows. On New Year's Eve, the deity Gozu Tenno set out to court the princess of Ryugu. There's that Ryugu again. Mm-hmm. However, when night fell, he found that none of the nearby inns had a spare room to offer him, and so he turned to two brothers who lived by the sea for hospitality. The wealthy younger brother, Kotan Shorai, turned him away despite having the means to accommodate him. The elder brother, Somin Shorai, welcomed Gozu Tenno into his home even though he lived in poverty. Pleased by the simple yet heartfelt reception he had received, Gozu Tenno rewarded this hospitality by sparing only Somin Shorai from a plague that ravaged the area the next year. Ever since, it is said that hanging a wreath of miscanthus reeds and a charm declaring oneself to be a descendant of Somin Shorai from one's waist will offer protection from plagues and illness. This tradition has survived to the present day, where such charms are now used as talismans for good health and well-being.
Cool. So it's kind of like the story of Lot.
Even though I grew up in the Christian tradition, I don't know the story of Lot.
It's a bit Sodom and Gomorrah, enough. Basically. The idea that the only person who showed the angels hospitality was Lot, and so he was told to leave Sodom and Gomorrah before it was destroyed.
Well, no, that's not quite. That's not quite the lore.
That's a simplification, but yeah.
I was about to say, ask the Catholic.
So Ben's partially right, but then what happened was the people of Sodom and Gomorrah wanted, they really, really wanted to shack up with the angels, to the point where Lot was like, no, like, they're my guests, please, leave them alone. Here, take my daughters instead. Just don't take these hot angel men. At which point God intervened and said, hey, I'm just gonna wipe the city off of the face of the earth. You and your family need to leave. Which is when, so Lot and his family left Sodom and Gomorrah, but then his wife turned around to see what was happening, and she was turned into a pillar of salt.
Ah, okay.
There's actually a really good poem my sister shared me, and it's told from the perspective of Lot's wife and the reason why she turned around to look, and it's actually really good. It's actually a scathing indictment of the original story. It's really good.
I want to read this now.
I also need to
see if I can find it.
I'll need to look up the original story afterwards, because my recollection is they never are actually specific about what the people of Sodom and Gomorrah did, if I remember from the Bible itself. But the other thing is, if you were taught on the Catholic Bible, that sometimes is different. So I need to look it up. But I don't remember them ever being specific. I think a lot of the specific stuff came from either Apocrypha or other things from later. But I don't know if it's ever actually specified in the book. But who knows? These myths change all the time, too. All right.
Somin Shorai. So basically, if you say that you're a relative of Somin Shorai, you're spared from plague.
Yep.
Neat.
Yeah. Ah.
What is it? What? What is it? Now you're making me antsy.
I mean, we gotta talk about Somin Shorai so we can finish what she was about to say.
As much as I would want to, I'm worried that it might advance the plot after
true.
that.
Okay.
So I kind of want to do this one first.
Let's save. Let's
Okay.
save real quick.
Yeah.
So, does this place have any legends and featuring mermaids?
It does. A record called the Kalgenki was written by people at Horyuji Temple after the Kamakura period. I've been to Horyuji. In that record, there are a total of 6 instances of information concerning mermaids.
6, eh? That's certainly promising.
One of those entries describes a sighting here in Futami, Ise Province, on April 3rd, during the second year of the Edbun era, which would be 1357.
Oh, that's super specific.
So they even noted the exact date. How fortuitous.
The passage is as follows. From the sea of Futami in Ise Province came Enmeiju, delivering perpetuity.
So, what exactly does that mean?
My guess is that the mermaid was spotted in the sea by Futami, and it was named Enmeiju, meaning health and long life, because it granted longevity.
Aha! It granted longevity, did it? Finally, we're getting to the good stuff.
Yes, it's another account relating mermaids to Yaobi Kuni. It seems the idea of mermaids granting immortality had already been established at that time.
Indeed. Now we even have a name.
In fairness, you two have been doing a lot of voice acting.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough,
Yeah.
it's a little bit different, but they're in one of Arina Tanamura, in one of her manga series called The Legend of Sakura Hime, there's a character named Enju, who was an immortal.
Okay.
A little bit different than Enmeiju, but I don't know. As Cersei was talking about that, I was thinking of that.
Another thing I want to jump in. Chat has more information on Lot, which I thought which is interesting. In the original language, it's one of those euphemism things where there's a heavy implications of sex culturally, but the literal definition is to know or something like that. So some translations are more literal than others. So that would make sense if I got a translation that cleaned it up by accident.
I did find the poem that I was talking about.
Ooh,
Oh,
yay.
nice.
It's really good. It's actually a little sad because the whole
I
notion
imagine
is
it
it's
would
like it's sadder the more you think about it, but it's pretty good.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
like it.
If you can drop a link
Anyways.
for it, I can put a link to it in the replay.
Hour and a day.
Awesome. So what sort of mermaid was this, and what became of it?
No clue.
Again with the vague records. These people write down the appearance of some fantastic creature and then just let it wander off.
I haven't personally gone over every bit of research on the matter, but I can speculate on an answer. The records of mermaids in other places also often refer to them by name. In fact, it may not have been all that uncommon for the people in the area to encounter them when these records were written.
Let me see if I follow your meaning. The same mermaid would appear repeatedly, leading people in the area to grow accustomed to it. Am I on the right track?
Exactly. I mean, you wouldn't bother giving a name to something you only saw once, after all.
Oh, so it would be like, oh yeah, Sally came up to me today, and everybody knows who the fuck Sally is. So you don't have to elaborate on Sally whenever you're like writing it down. But then, like 500 years later, everybody's like, who the fuck is Sally?
These people may have even come to have a kind of rapport with the mermaids. At the very least, it doesn't appear as though they were trying to capture any.
Mermaids that people didn't want to capture. Oh.
then they weren't seeking its flesh. Perhaps there was a way of obtaining immortality even without the meat?
Maybe mermaid meat really was just tasty, and nothing more. And if that were the case, then it makes perfect sense that they would view the mermaid as a divine creature.
So they treated it as an auspicious being that blessed others with long life. You may be onto something there.
The unicorn of the sea, if you will.
That's a narwhal.
Yes. No, that's the Jedi of the sea. This makes me think of that theory you mentioned about how there might be 2 different kinds of mermaids.
Oh, you remembered? I stand by my theory. There's the fish mermaid, which looks more like an aquatic monster or beastie. And the human mermaid, which resembles a demi-human or nymph.
So you've got, "Hi, sailor," versus, "Hello, sailor."
Yes.
Indeed. That's the simplest way to describe it, anyhow.
Arch and Chad has another fun thing. One of the early dictionaries in Europe defines the animal horse as everyone knows what a horse is and didn't elaborate. Which is true. I've seen this before.
Yep. Everyone knows what a horse is. Yep. And yeah, which then leads to, because like, fun fact, a lot of Native American languages call the horse some variation of dog.
You know what? Having been around as the residential horse girl, that makes a lot of sense. Sometimes horses are just big dogs.
Yeah.
It also makes sense because I could be mistaken, but before horses were introduced to North America, because I think they only came over when European settlers came over.
I was about to say the Spaniards first.
But I believe one of the major pack animals before then was actually dogs pulling sleds.
Yep.
So it makes sense that their first association might be that.
Well, dogs, in South America, llamas. So.
Assuming the mermaid in question had a name, formed relationships with humans, and granted longevity, it stands to reason it was of the human mermaid variety.
You have a point.
Yeah,
The mermaid. The mermaids we've encountered thus far have all been caught in nets, and appeared to be more like fish mermaids.
It seems more likely, then, that the mermaids who grant longevity are actually the human mermaid.
Interesting. That in turn would suggest a woo. My word! Does this mean that one could become immortal without eating their flesh?
I'm not sure. There are countless legends that reference the need to consume their flesh.
There's more than one way to do it.
That's what I was thinking.
We're perverts.
Oh!
Now you get it.
It could be like, because oftentimes, like, not to sound like a but there's often like the expression "to become one" when it comes to like sex and intimacy. So I wonder if it's like, oh, a mermaid falls in love with a human, and to avoid the heartache of losing the love, they give immortality that way.
Not to be a pervert, eh?
Well, that actually brings up a good point. So in the Yalbikuni legend, she unknowingly consumed the flesh. Like, she did not consent to eat the flesh, she just ate it without knowing the consequences and was punished for it. But this seems to present the point, like, hey, if it's a willing act, immortality could be a good thing. Because with Yalbikuni, it was almost like a curse.
But I can't help feel like there's more to it. If human mermaids are capable of communicating with us, I'd really like to speak to one.
Agreed.
Oh my goodness, Imagine if Mio was a mermaid.
let's be real. Every person who was raised as a girl secretly wanted to speak with mermaids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, this changed. The mermaid has taken on quite a different appearance in modern folk tales. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can talk again about Somen Shorai.
Yes.
Yep.
Come now, Cersei! You realized something about those Somen Shorai, didn't you? You must share.
No, nothing like that. It just made me think about how close this area is to the eternal world.
Is it? What does that mean?
You already know this from the files, but regarding the Somen Shorai, its origin goes back to a legend about the deity Gozu Tenno, who was courting the princess of Ryugu. Hello!
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ryugu, you say?
That's right. Ryugu is close to this place. In other words, that places it very close to the eternal world. Yes, and furthermore, Gozu Tenno is also the guardian deity of the Gion Shoja temple. The very same Gion Shoja who gets mentioned in our good old friend The Tale of Heike.
So it is. What was it again? From the bells of the Gion Shoja echoes out the impermanence of all things, right? It sounds so cool that even I memorized it. Haven't got a clue what it means, though.
Yes, the one. As for its meaning, you can look it up yourself.
You're a writer.
How will you learn if I
Read-
don't make you look it up yourself? You don't know what it means
You should-
either, do you? No, I'm just trying to teach you.
You should, as they say, read a fucking book.
Not just write them.
Fine, fine. So what you're saying is, Iseshima is a land with deep ties to both Ryugu and the Heike. When he does this pose, I picture him doing like that neck swivel thing.
I think I know the next swivel thing you're talking about.
Yeah, the sassy neck swivel that I cannot actually do.
Mm-hmm.
I do it, I look like a bobblehead. And that is exactly why the Somen Shorai tradition is so well established here.
That reminds me.
Mm-hmm. Remind you of what?
There's something about the Ryugu's princess that keeps bothering me as well.
She certainly is mysterious, hmm?
No, it's her eyes. They're fucking huge. That reminds me. About Futami Gaora.
Well, we've been here a long-ass time.
Wow.
Dear me, how time flies when listening to your lectures, Cersei. The sun has already gone down.
I suppose I got carried away. Sorry.
Well, if that results in such a lovely view of the sea at night, I'll not complain.
You're right. Just look at all those stars.
Ah.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars?
Wow, that one is really red.
That's true.
It's probably a
Oh, there's the
planet.
yellow. There's the yellow one. Hey,
There-
wait a minute.
There's so
You
many
can
to
Is
look
there a yellow
at.
one?
We can actually highlight different stars. And
I'm
take a
sure
look
we
at
can. Before that, did a bird sticker show up?
Well, we
Can
wouldn't be
we
able to
even
see it in the dark.
I was about to say, can we even see them?
Do you have any idea how happy it would make me if a bird sticker showed up in the dark, which would imply we were talking so long and someone showed up and put a sticker here? I
What?
want that so bad.
All right,
All right, now.
let's take a look at the surroundings.
Oh, but we really let time get away from it. Look how dark it's gotten.
Without the light from the stars above, we'd be lost in pitch darkness.
Oh,
Real
The
talk, though.
yeah.
Like, I think it's just based on the time of year. When I was both times that I was in Japan, it would be like it would take a while for the sun to set, and then the second the sun is set, pitch black, like absolute darkness.
I was about to say it kind of depends on the parts of Japan that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, the more light pollution that there is from the surrounding area, the less likely you're able to see stars. Like, I did not realize how full of stars the sky was until I went out to, like, I'm trying to remember which one it was. Pueblo Bonita in Chaco Canyon, which is in New Mexico. Went out there, spent the night there, and oh my god, it was so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nowadays, I don't think you can go get the same view because I think fracking operations have moved in, which fucking sucks. But that's a different topic for another day.
But look, the heavens are entirely enveloped in a shower of dazzling pinpricks of light. What a sight to behold. Would you happen to be versed in constellations, Cersei?
Well, I've dabbled in a bit in astrology, so I guess I know a thing or two.
Well, with a last name like Lunarlight, I hope so.
Excellent. Do tell. I can't look at individual stars, can I? No.
Ah, damn.
Dear me, I dragged her around all day long, didn't I? Or perhaps I should say, I had her drag me around all day long. As her guardian for the time being, I suppose I ought to have had us retire earlier. Though Cersei herself seems to have limitless reserves of energy.
As young people do.
Oh. Well, if we consider the constellations you can see in Japan during summer, the first one that comes to mind is the Summer Triangle. It's an easy one to find.
Triangle, eh? Then I presume it is made up of 3 stars?
No, it's made of 32. Of course there's 3!
Correct. Vega in the constellation Lyra, Deneb in the constellation Cygnus, and Altair in the constellation Aquila.
I know one of those constellations, the other ones I don't.
This trio of bright stars can be observed close to the Milky Way in this season.
What? I want to see. How do we go about identifying them?
Pardon me. Well, first,
You have been out late.
low in the southwestern portion of the sky, look for a star that glows red. Antares of the Scorpio constellation. Oh, I know that one.
Southwest, you say? From here, that would mean facing inland and looking to the right.
Okay, try to find the red star low in the sky and point to it. I found it.
Yeah, I know. We saw that before.
Can you find this star in the
red
sky?
Star?
Oh, that's cool.
Summer Triangle. Vega, Orihime. Altair, Hikoboshi. Deneb.
Oh! Okay. I get it now.
Possibly the most famous of the summer constellations, the Summer Triangle is formed by connecting Vega in the constellation Lyra, Deneb in the constellation Cygnus, and Altair in the constellation Aquila. Vega and Altair are also said to represent Orihime and Hikoboshi, the 2 central figures of the Tanabata legend. The romantic imagery of the star-crossed lovers separated by the Milky Way has captivated people's imaginations since time immemorial. How to find the Summer Triangle. The Summer Triangle is visible in the sky almost directly overhead around August. Start by facing southwest and looking low to the sky to find Antares, the bright red heart of the constellation Scorpius. From there, look straight up and you should spot Vega near the zenith.
Nice.
Okay. And we did have that one poem that was connected to Hikoboshi and Orihime.
Yeah. Chat also suggested that someone did show up and put a sticker, but on the back of Avi's back. That's why he kept moving his shoulders like that. He itches.
Yes. What is it? What is it? I want to see.
I got something on my back.
It's a
Meanwhile,
damn big mosquito.
We see Richter running away.
Horace is like, you goddamn child.
And he's like,
All right.
Oh, find the star. Yay, there it is.
Star.
Wait, I do believe I found it. The star just there with the reddish tint. That must be Antares, yes?
Correct. That is indeed Antares, the brightest star in the Scorpio constellation.
Ha ha! I found it all by myself. Why, I'd make quite the celestial cartographer if I do say so myself. I say.
One of my favorite manga from childhood was called Zodiac Private Investigator. And it was about this detective who had this ring that summoned the figures from the Zodiac, and the character representing Scorpio was named Antares.
I hate to rain on your parade, but you were supposed to be looking for a star in the summer triangle, so please try again.
Egads! That's right.
Why not try looking straight up from Antares? I bet you'll find Vega at the sky's zenith. Give it a shot.
Okay. So, just...
I really wanted to go, is that it? It's like, that's a light from a building.
Yes.
Oh, is that it?
Maybe? It said straight up.
I think it's the blue one.
There, that must be it.
There we go.
Bingo! It was not. That's Vega, one of the 3 stars in the summer triangle. In Japan, Vega is also called the Orihime star, and is famous for its connection to the Tanabata Star Festival.
Then that must mean Hikoboshi will be on the opposite side of the Milky Way from that one.
Exactly right. Can you figure out which one it is?
One of the other stars of the summer triangle.
That's
is in the
my That's my line.
Excuse me for my indiscretion.
No forgiveness. One of the other stars in the summer triangle is in the same area, so see if you can find it.
Right across from it.
It's the green one.
Yep. Eureka! I've spotted it!
Oh, that's Altair, one of the 3 stars in the summer triangle. Part of the Aquila constellation, Altair is also known in Japan as Hikoboshi for its role in the Tanabata Star Festival.
Ho ho! That means I've managed to spot both Orihime and Hikoboshi. It's as if I've drawn the 2 star-crossed lovers together with my own hand. How overjoyed they must be.
Yeah, nice work. I didn't expect you to be such a romantic. There is still another star in the summer triangle to find. It might be hard to see because of the angle.
Right you are. It certainly is a tricky bit to see something directly above you.
Alright, so... It's not the red one. The yellow one?
Are there any others to speak of? Not that I'm seeing.
That one.
That one I think we've already done, haven't we? Oh no!
I don't think so. There's a couple. Okay, so wait. That's Hikoboshi. That's Orihime.
I think you just rotated, yeah. But I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I
that
did
one.
just rotate.
Let's try, yeah.
So the yellow one or the blue one? I think those are the only 2.
No, that's Hikoboshi.
Oh, there we go. Wait a minute. Look.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, yeah.
Good. That's a clean triangle.
There's the triangle.
If my eye is as discerning as I believe it to be, that's the one.
Oh, nice find. That's Deneb, one of the 3 stars in the summer triangle. Deneb lies within the Milky Way, which earns it the nickname Milky Way Star.
Ah, it does indeed appear to be swimming nicely along that star stream. There! I've located all 3 stars of the summer triangle. How you like that?
Was that clapping?
Yes.
I just heard clapping sound effects.
I thought you were clapping.
No,
Wait,
that
wait.
wasn't me.
Wait. None of you did that? I thought that
No.
That was in the game.
that was Cersei. She clapped for us.
Yes.
Good work. Now you've mastered the summer skies. Should I start addressing you as Professor?
That's me. Feel free to rely on my knowledge.
No. All right then. Tell me, what is another name for the star Hikoboshi?
I mean, obviously, it's...
I know the
I know it's-
answer.
You know the answer?
I know the answer. I do.
Okay.
It's Altair.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it was
Yeah.
Vega or Altair. I knew it wasn't
I couldn't
Deneb.
tell if you were bullshitting or not.
I was bullshitting. I forgot.
It's Altair.
Oh my god.
That's right. Well done, Professor. Or should I say, Hakase?
Phew! I mean nothing to it. Regardless, we've seen all there is to see here in Futamigara. I'd even go so far as to call this a wrap. I think that covers all the mermaid legends from Mie Prefecture. But is there anything else here you're keen to visit, Cersei?
What? We haven't even visited Issa Shrine yet. If you ask me, we better scratch the surface.
Ah, you got a point there. But it's getting late. So let's save that for tomorrow, shall we?
All right.
I don't imagine many shrines would be open after sunset anyway.
The next day.
The next day.
1 day later.
Yes.
Ooh.
We're about to Mount Asama.
We're not that lonely.
Now, who's Asama?
Oh, I forgot I had that one soda left.
Date
in the-
unknown. August 1980 morning. Issei City, Toba City, Mount Asama.
Wow! Talk about a gorgeous view.
It is something, isn't it? This is Mount Asama's observation platform. It overlooks Toba City on one side and Issei City on the other.
Well, that's cool.
So that's Toba City over there, eh? What's Toba got going for it?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind when thinking about Toba is
The drugs.
Toba Castle, built in the Sengoku period by none other than the pirate daimyo,
Pirate. Hello.
Lord Kuki, who at one time led the Kuki naval fleet.
Oh my god. There's a fucking pirate fleet called the Kuki Naval Fleet, and I didn't know about this until today.
Yep.
I am, how you say, speaking your language.
Chat.
Fuck!
You know,
Yes.
it's great. It's great because my immediate image in my head when they described him as this is Majima from the Yakuza Like a Pirate game.
Oh my gosh.
If anyone knows the art of this, it is glorious. I have not played the game, but I need to because I love the Yakuza games and Majima is amazing. Also, chat says, after penetrating a city, Avi now penetrates a mountain before finding a mermaid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's more exciting than I anticipated.
As for the Tobashima area, famous for having the highest population of Amadai in Japan.
Aha! I knew there'd be something touristy. What a fantastic blend of culture and history.
Files updated.
Files updated.
Mount Asama. Mount Asama straddles the border between Issei City and Toba City and is also known by its official name of part of the Ise-shima National Park. It was selected as one of the 100 landscapes of Japan, a listing of famous scenic sites gathered from across the country. Tango Shoji, a temple located on the southern peak of Mount Asama, was built to protect Issei Shrine from the northeast, traditionally regarded as a spiritually vulnerable direction. Perhaps as a result, many worshippers who visit Issei Shrine also make the journey to Kango Shoji. The observatory at the peak of the mountain offers a sweeping view of Toba City and the many islands that dot Issei Bay.
Who is typing?
Sorry.
That's Ben.
That's my bad.
Oh, there you type.
I do also like that the 100 landscapes of Japan. It doesn't say 100 best landscapes. It's just like, yup, here's a landscape.
Yep, here's landscapes.
Is this a landscape?
Is this a landscape? With the pose he was doing, that's perfect. I knew it reminded me of something. Now, did someone put a bird sticker on this mountain?
Possibly.
I kind of
behind us.
You know what would be absolutely amazing?
Huh.
If these two barely had any impact in the plot. And the entire reason for their storyline is that part of this game was funded by the local tourism board for this area. And they
just needed to be info dumped.
It's just a racket. It's a racket.
It would be so funny. Like, I don't think that's what's happening, but how great would that be? It's like, visit beautiful Issei Bay.
I mean, that would be pretty funny, yeah.
Apparently, Mount Asama's peak sits at 555 meters above sea level, so it's not that high. But as it's situated at the tip of the Shima Peninsula, it offers a magnificent view of Toba Bay's coastline and the outlying island.
Since it's established that Avi's from America, you know, it's like, he heard 555 meters, and then she says not that high. Like, oh, of course, I knew that. I know how big a meter is.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that was very short. Not, what's the height in freedoms? How many football fields high is that? It was like, you mean soccer pitches? It's like, no.
I mean, basically, if you multiply it by 3, you get the
Yeah, no, you could get it. I just like the idea that he was momentarily like, oh, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. Since we stopped by the shrine this morning, I assumed we'd take the mountain path. All I can say is, this place takes my breath away. Also, that hike, because I'm old and there's not steps here, and it's very tiring.
I do not pack my hiking shoes.
I know I've been voicing it like this, but in reality, he's probably like,
Let's be real, they're both like that. Cersei's just like, I need a Capri Sun.
I need a Capri Sun. I like to think that in order to get all the way up here, or maybe on the way down or something like that, Cersei doesn't like want to admit it, but she's too tired, so Avi ends up piggybacking her.
That'd be really cute. That'd be really cute.
That'd be so cute.
From what I hear, lots of the inns in Toba are run by divers and fishermen. Can't wait to dig into some seafood tonight.
Oh
my god, I need it.
I really need some more seafood.
Hell yeah.
She's been packed and ready to venture forth since the early hours of the morning. Though I myself beat her to the punch, haven't been too excited to sleep a wink all night, so then I got real tired walking up this mountain.
How are you still standing, sir?
So much coffee.
The same way I do everything. Old man strength.
Yes. At the age of 40.
Hey, that's when I really got it. All of a sudden my body's now like, well, it's gonna hurt later, but you can do it.
Mm-hmm. I can either do 20 push-ups and be fine, or 30 push-ups and not be okay for the rest of the day.
Okay, Brennan.
Yep.
Total tangent, but I have to ask. Kelsey,
Yeah.
did you watch the new Game Changer?
I started watching part of it. I got up to, oh gosh. So I got to the couple of minutes after Phil appeared.
Yeah. You need to watch the whole thing. It is insane. Like, you stop before it gets crazy.
Oh, well, I did see when Phoenix, the anal sex performer, appeared, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
yeah.
kind of...
Oh, really? Speaking of, what now?
I did find some clips from the Rookie episode of when Game Changers was on it.
Oh, I've heard about
It's very
that.
silly.
Yeah.
It's very silly.
All right. We can move on.
Yes, we got sidetracked. About the Kooky Navy! About the Kooky Navy! About the Kooky
Yeah,
Navy! About
there
the
was
Kooky
no way.
Navy!
There was no way that we were not going to pick Navy.
I need this. I need this. I need the Kooky Navy. Click the
Uh-huh.
goddamn Kooky Navy, you
So
motherfucker.
obviously we're picking Armor Divers.
I am moving.
Okay. It's all right. It's all right. Kelsey, you can calm down. I just needed to make that go long enough that I could make it into a proper YouTube short. It needed to hit a minute.
Now watch you accidentally click the wrong thing. That would be even better.
First off, you should know that the naval troops in the Sengoku period were basically just pirates.
As they should be.
Pirates, eh?
Yes, they would put together crews of rowdy sailors, arm them to the teeth, and have them patrol the designated area of the sea. They only actually served under their commander as a naval force when there was a battle.
So that's what the Navy was like back then, A ragtag bunch of pirates only called on to do their duties in times of need.
Yep.
Exactly. In fact, such forces only came to be called navies during the Edo period, and it was purely a matter of convenience. As for the Kooky Navy, it was one of the pirate bands patrolling the waters of Ise Bay. A man named Koki Yoshitaka was its commander, hence the name.
Oh my god.
He distinguished himself in the service of Oda Nobunaga and Toyotomi Hideyoshi, eventually rising to the position of daimyo of Shima province. That's why they called him the Pirate Daimyo. He started as a lowly pirate, but rose all the way to the top of the chain of command.
Why do I feel like this had to be part of One Piece?
It has to be.
Did you say Oda Nobunaga? Him I've heard of. He was the demon king of the sixth heaven, no?
True, but that's a title he gave himself.
Still, a pirate and a daimyo. What an enchanting combination.
That may be, but he wasn't blessed when allies were concerned. It seems he was always butting heads with his relatives.
Like a true pirate.
Oh?
For one thing, he may have had his nephew Sumitaka assassinated in order to take over the Kuki clan. He also fought on the opposite side to his own son, Moritaka, in the decisive battle of Sekigahara.
Oh.
And in the end, spurred on by his vassals, he committed suicide on Toshijima, that island over there. So while Kurki became daimyo of Shima province, his land was confiscated during his son's rule and the clan fell into decline.
Life truly is full of ups and downs. How the mighty do fall. He must have been quite a character.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, it's interesting. One of the things I remember from like reading up on Japanese military history stuff is that for whatever reason, Japan never really had a strong navy back in the day. And I guess this kind of helps make it make sense. I always thought it was weird because they're on an island. You'd think they'd be good at the sailing thing.
I guess they never really felt the need to sail.
The Navy didn't really become prominent until like the era of the World Wars, right?
I think so. I think like the Meiji Restoration, when a lot of that, when a lot of westernization started happening, is when they started developing out their navy. But yeah, before then, it was mostly land battles for everything. I wonder if, actually saying it out loud, I wonder if part of that is that on land battles they did have like warrior casts with samurai and things like that would so there was a sense of nobility to it. I'm guessing most of the pirates, their day jobs were probably fishermen. Like I doubt that there was a noble class, so it was probably not supported in the same way.
I mean, let's be real. A lot of pirate history has to be like passed down by word of mouth anyway. So, if there were a ton of pirates in Japan, probably not a lot written down about them.
Decent chance.
Yeah.
All right. More about the Kooky Navy.
Yes.
That reminds me, there's another fascinating legend related to the Cookie clan.
Oh, do tell.
It's about Kuki Yoshitaka's nephew, Sumitaka. He had an extraordinarily beautiful daughter named Princess Hatsune.
Hatsune Miku!
Pirate princess.
They say she was a Vocaloid. I dare say I know where this is going. Whenever a legend starts with a beautiful daughter, it inevitably ends with trouble.
Sekai de chiba no hitama.
And that's probably all you can sing.
Yep. You're not wrong there. Princess Hatsune was so beautiful that she saw no end of suitors, and her father sought to marry her off to achieve his political end.
As one does.
What the fuck face is that, Avi?
I haven't wanted to say anything, but I really need to poop, and I can't figure out how to use a squat toilet, so it's been 3 days.
Get the fuck over it. It's not that scary, my man.
I'm not gonna. Okay, fun anecdote time.
Okay.
When I went to Japan, well, I was visiting a friend of mine who was teaching English over there, and during some of that, he was working. So I traveled to the little town, one of the towns he taught at. He went in, and I was exploring the area. And at one point, I did in fact have to find a bathroom. I'll also bring up, this is like 2010, so I had a phone that worked in Japan, but like there wasn't the era of full-on smartphones and stuff like that. Sure. So I was struggling to figure out some stuff. I didn't have great guides. I've discovered that I didn't know the words for man and woman in kanji, which was a problem when you're trying to find a bathroom because that's one of the easiest things to spot.
Oh no.
And the only thing I ended up being able to find after I got desperate was a squat toilet. And I know it sounds weird not knowing how to use one of those. The fact, because a lot of cultures that's normal. If you don't have any clue how to do it, it is very weird to use.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I know I joke, but like the first time you use it, it's a little intimidating.
Yeah, it's like, do I have to take off my pants? I don't understand how I use this thing.
Well, I mean, you do have to take off your pants.
Well, I mean, like, completely. Like, you can't just have them around your ankle.
No.
Well, I couldn't figure out how to do it otherwise. I'm like, there's going to be a mistake if I don't do this.
You kind of got to shimmy them down to your knee. And then you push your feet away from where you're doing your business.
At the very least, it was strange. The funniest thing is, I told this to my friend after he got off work, and he's like, dude, you should have just come into our office. We had a Western toilet. It would have been fine. And I'm like, damn it, now I know.
Hey, you learned from the experience.
Oh, I learned. Here's the thing. You learn the best when you find yourself in a shitty situation. Anyway, Chloe, this is your line.
But the princess already had a lover, so she fought against her father's plans and even ran away several times, only to be brought home.
Okay, internet? Is there a Hatsune Miku pirate song about this? Because if there isn't, get the fuck on that.
I have to ask, did he just suddenly lose like 50 pounds? Look at his wrist.
His wrist looks really thin.
It's so thin, and his face looks so gaunt. I knew it! Alas, that's what life was like for the daughters of powerful figures in those days.
That hike really took it out of me.
Well, Princess Hatsune lamented her fate. Must I be cursed with such misfortune merely for my beauty? And she did not stop there.
She wrote so many fucking poems.
Chat, no, you're correct. You're so correct.
what they say. I can't see.
He just lost 50 pounds of poop.
Yep.
He looked like he was holding it in, and then all of a sudden, just like all this weight's gone. So in the background, there was just the most disgusting noise.
We all knew that he was full of shit.
Yep.
It's true. Okay, we're having fun.
Yes.
May no beautiful daughter be born to this land again. Such was the curse she left behind before throwing herself down a well. Okay, jeez.
Oh,
damn
okay.
shit.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
she had bad eyesight. That's why she fell down. She couldn't see that well.
That wasn't that good of a joke. Move on. It's not. That doesn't even warrant like my usual like dad laugh. No.
The disrespect. I love it.
And so ends the legend.
No, you want to talk about disrespect?
Not what I'd call a happy ending.
Kelsey, I'm going to need you to crunch that chip a little. The most obnoxious crunch that you can crunch.
Okay, hold on. Apologies to the listeners.
Yeah, there we go.
The princess may have had good intentions, but I'm sure no one else felt she was doing them any favors.
Good intentions? That isn't how I interpreted it.
Well, what's your take on the story then?
When authority figures try to force other people's hands, they bring these things upon themselves. It's just asking to be cursed.
Fair enough, I see your point.
Still, the princess did take it a bit far. To me, though, it almost feels like that part was tacked on later.
That's interesting.
As if someone thought that would make the story more impactful, and that word of it would travel further if the princess killed herself at the end.
That sounds like it's going to come up later. Like the story's been modified.
Oh, if you're right, that would change the story completely.
But there is something else that interests me more. Sumitaka became head of the Kuki clan in 1560, but he was so young that Yoshitaka had to be appointed as his guardian. His exact age at the time isn't known, but the common belief is that he was about 8 years old!
That was so forceful.
No, that took me by surprise.
Nothing unusual there. Premature inheritances were a common occurrence in those days.
Oh, okay.
But consider this. When Sumitaka died 24 years later, in 1584, he would have been 32 years old.
Yes.
Even if we suppose that Princess Hatsune was 15, their ages don't quite add up, do they?
Age differences weren't so much of a point of contention back then, but even so, that is a bit odd.
Which begs the question, did Princess Hatsune really exist to begin with?
And even if she did, was she really Sumitaka's daughter?
And Agate Magatama was unearthed at the place where the princess was supposedly buried. But that could easily have been planted there to lend credibility to the tale, Uwu.
Well, once you start doubting, it's hard not to see lies everywhere.
True, and the pursuit of the unknown starts with belief, doesn't it?
Well said.
A certain occult researcher taught me that one.
You don't say.
Files
Wait a
updated.
minute.
Ma'am?
Wait a minute.
What?
The pursuit of an occult researcher. Is she talking about that one occult researcher from the first game?
I think she
I
might be
bet
just
not.
flattering him.
I was about to say, because the guy from the first game did not believe in any of the stuff. He just liked the lore.
Yeah, no, he was more interested in like how the stories of like rumors evolved over time.
Yeah.
But wasn't the whole basis of that, like, he didn't believe in it, but he acknowledged, like, hey, if enough people start to believe in it, it becomes like reality or something.
I think what she's doing is she's complimenting Avi.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yep. The tiny text says, illustration of the Kuki fleet at Busan, adapted from the University of Tokyo Komaba Library Collection.
Thank you. Kuki, Princess Hatsune. The Kuki clan, the pirates who became feudal lords.
I do also like just this surrounding of
it's
ships.
It's a half moon.
Yeah. Like, we're just going to sail straight into it, it'll be fine.
During the Sengoku period, the Shima province was home to a number of local clans, among which the Kuki clan was just one of the many pirate clans operating in Ise Bay. However, things changed when Kuki Yoshitaka correctly read the changing tides and allied himself first with Oda Nobunaga and then Toyotomi Hideyoshi, both powerful figures of the era. Rising to prominence as commander of the Kuki Navy, he became the feudal lord of Shima province, founding Toba Castle as his base of operations. While Yoshitaka was in the service of Nobunaga, the head of the Kuki clan was his nephew, Sumitaka, with Yoshitaka serving as his advisor. Despite his position, Sumitaka was little more than a puppet lord and died young, reportedly due to illness, but just 2 years after the Honoji incident. However, some theories suggest that he was actually poisoned by Yoshitaka as part of a scheme to seize control of the family. The legend of Princess Hatsune. Kuki Sumitaka's daughter, Princess Hatsune, was said to have been a woman of great beauty. Sumitaka planned to marry her off as part of a political marriage. However, Princess Hatsune refused, saying that she had already promised her future to someone else. Upon learning that Princess Hatsune's beloved was a member of an enemy clan, Sumitaka was enraged and insisted that she marry the person he had chosen for her. Although Princess Hatsune made numerous attempts to escape in order to be with her lover, she was caught each time and forced to return home. Despairing of her fate, Princess Hatsune lamented her beauty, blaming it for her predicament, before throwing herself down a well in her sorrow. As she did so, she prayed with her last breath that no beautiful women would ever be born in that land again, or so the legend goes. Despite the tale persevering as part of local folklore, many questions about the accuracy of Princess Hatsune's legend remain, including Sumitaka's age at the time.
I just love the idea that she said that, you know, this is part of the legend, and whoever's telling the story is just basically saying to people, and that's why this town is full of nothing but uggos.
Yeah.
a lot of 4 out of 10s in this place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know why that was the storyteller.
Okay.
Oh, I just realized something. Kuki Sumitaka died, or was assassinated, exactly 400 years ago.
Ooh.
Is that significant?
It is. A special spiritual significance is attached to periods of 400 years. For instance, the cycle of death and rebirth supposedly lasts 400 years, and some stories claim that a soul endures for 400 years.
Wait, does that mean that in, I assume it would be Zen Buddhism, the idea is that a soul actually only gets 400 years of cycling? I didn't know this. I assumed it was comparatively infinite.
The interesting thing here is... Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'll get my thought later. What's yours?
So interesting, like, the cycle of death and rebirth lasts 400 years. A person who eats the flesh of a mermaid lives to be 800.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm doing that math.
A cycle.
Mm-hmm.
They skip a cycle, so either that's bad for them or it's good.
Or they're eating the life force of a mermaid and tacking on their 400-year cycle onto theirs.
Yeah, they
gotcha.
stole it.
Chad also says, in an ironic twist of fate, no more beautiful women ever came to be, but tons of beautiful men came from that land.
Oh, shit.
Yep. Yep.
The odds are good, but the goods are odd. Anyway.
Of course, 800-year immortals have poisoned lifespan, but as you can see, 400 years is widely considered a good cutoff point.
Chat suggests, I think the implication is the other way around. After you die, you stay dead for 100 years. So there's a chance something happens after 400 years?
Maybe. In any case, we should probably tread carefully here.
It sounds to me as if we're in the right place at the right time. Looks at camera.
Yep.
Oh, we're done with the kooky navy.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
The kookiest of
satisfied.
navies.
Yes. Yes.
I'm trying not to make fun of a Japanese name, but it feels very funny in English.
It's great. I love it.
Talk about Amadivers.
Amadivers have a long history in the Tobashima region. Evidence indicates that free divers have been fishing in the area since ancient times. Oh, the music is gone.
You don't say.
Most notably, it is said that Open, who once presented an abalone to Yamato Hime no Mikoto, was the very first Amadiver. In fact, there is a shrine dedicated to Open in Kozaki that is considered a sacred place to Amadivers of the Tobashima region.
Is that so? She must have been truly legendary.
Legendary. Moreover, there are several poems in the famous 8th century poetry anthology, Manyosho, that depict the Amadiving in Shima province. Amadivers also appear in dozens of ukiyo-e from the Edo period. Clearly, they were a popular theme.
Yeah, because women be diving and making their own living.
Making my way!
Making my way.
It's quite incredible to think that their method of fishing has not only endured for so long, but has been recorded in such exquisite detail.
There is another point worth noting. Amadivers have long been likened to mermaids for their skill and grace. You could even argue that the Amadiver culture that is so deeply rooted in this place is interwoven with the region's mermaid legends.
Ah, yes. There is a theory that the mermaids of Ise Bay were simply Amadivers.
It does seem likely there's a connection between the two. I wouldn't be surprised if they were the originators of the legend.
I'm just trying to picture how insulting it would be to be like, oh, you're an Amadiver, I thought you were a mermaid. Specifically the one that had the mouth of a monkey and full of fish teeth.
Yeah, that'd be rude.
That would be
very
rude.
Hey, sailor!
Yeah. So rude.
Perhaps, but I'd be beyond disappointed if that's all there is to it.
Oh, right.
That'd be realistic, but way less cool.
Do some thinking.
By the way, there is another legend surrounding the Amadivers of the Tobashima region regarding something called the Tomakazuki.
The Tomakazuki?
Oh, yes.
It is believed that an Amadiver may encounter a copy of herself underwater, who will then offer her an abalone. If she accepts, the Tomakazuki doppelganger will drag her to the bottom of the sea, never to be seen again.
Ah! Cersei, please don't spring scary stories on me out of nowhere.
I'm an occult writer, not a horror writer.
Damn it, Spock.
That's why the Amadivers of this area wear the Seiman and Doman symbols on them while they dive. It's a tradition that has continued right up to the present day. There must be some reason for it beyond pure superstition.
Interesting.
Indeed.
On another note, the Amadivers of the Tobashima region possess such exceptional diving skills that in addition to fishing, they also saved people from drowning and fetched objects that had sunk to the seafloor, right up until the Meiji area.
Well, well.
Sounds as if they were true diving professionals.
Exactly. In fact, after the Heike were defeated at Danno Ura and were lost beneath the waves.
Oh, we're back to the Heike already? I wasn't aware there was a connection.
Well, after that fearful battle, who do you think they sent to reclaim the legendary sword Kusanagi no Tsurugi from the seafloor? 2 armor divers.
Oh.
Uh-huh. So their lost and found services were being employed even back then, huh?
And while they were diving, they came face to face with the vengeful spirits of the drowned Heike.
Brr. Cersei, please, you're going to give me nightmares.
At least, that's what's depicted in the ukiyo-e entitled In the Western Sea. The diving women encounter the Heike in the depths of the water.
Oh.
Such a deep connection. To think the Heike were even once depicted with armor divers. They truly are a symbol of the Ise-Shima region.
Yes, but the setting for the ukiyo-e is Danno Ura, which isn't anywhere near here.
What did Chad do?
Well, Gary brought up, fun fact for Avi, Ama divers traditionally dive topless and only started to wear more after the 1960s. And
Okay.
Avi's response is, well, I mean, whatever, they're women, I don't care. We know what this man's into.
Yeah.
Still, it does go to show that armor divers have held a deep connection to the sea for a very long time.
Wait, hold on. We just made a joke about him being gay. Don't let Trump know that there's a gay man walking around with a small child.
Oh, God. But what if the small child is also gay?
Also,
Don't
the small
tell
child
Trump
is a
that
girl,
either.
which means specifically there's no problem.
And when we're talking about the Tobishima region, armor divers are always going to be key players.
True, if you ask me, they should be brought up before the pirates.
Sir.
Mind you, the Navy had a crucial role to play too.
Damn straight.
Right. Well, as fascinating as all this has been, Cersei,
None of this is about mermaids.
I'd say it's high time we return to our primary topic of interest here.
Oh, and what would that be?
Mermaids, bitch.
Personally, now that we visited Ise Shrine, I'm more or less satisfied. Ooh.
Tut tut. Cersei, you disappoint me. We didn't come here purely to chase legends, did we?
Oh, and I was hoping we could move on to buying souvenirs.
You know perfectly well that the true purpose of our voyage is nothing more or less than a treasure hunt.
Oh.
Right.
Finally, we get to the meat of it.
Of course. I'm sure all this information we've been gathering will come in handy as well. First things first, let's head back to the inn. From there, we can plan our next move. Looking
Look
right
at
at
the
the camera. Hello. I see you there, staring at me. Don't I
Cersei's
look
like-
fabulous?
Cersei's like, who are you talking to?
I'm
Yep.
talking into the camera. What camera? You can see the camera. Everyone can see the camera. I'm not crazy.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, it got pushed farther ahead.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Okay, Treasure Hunt Part 1 implies that there's going to be a Part 2 afterwards.
That's definitely true. And
Yeah.
normally I'd say this is probably a good place to call it because it's been 3.5 hours. But
Yeah.
there is something that we have not done that we do need to do.
Yes.
The birds.
Birds.
The birds. We gotta
Look
know
at
the
the
story.
Yeah!
Oh!
All right.
He's one of the only people who is best buds with the most hated of birds.
Oh my god, yes!
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Lil Blue, the leader of the hoodlum band Blues Brutal Beaks, albeit in name only. The son of Aves Academy's board chairman, he turned into delinquency in defiance of his father, who refused to accept tit for tat, the very first friend he ever made. Although small in stature and timid by nature, those who have seen him cornered tell a different story, describing his berserk behavior as that of a bird possessed.
Beautiful.
Fairy penguin.
He's Fairy Penguin. He's a Fairy Penguin.
Oh my god. Fairy
Yep.
penguin.
That's a gay
my
bird.
Yes. Tit for tat, the very first friend he ever made. Oh.
His
My
boyfriend.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
So good.
Yes,
love
I
it.
love it.
But
Oh my
Daddy, I
God.
love him.
Yes.
Oh no!
Daddy.
Chat does
Daddy,
point
I
out it's
love
a
him.
single-sided best bud.
Aww.
That's so sad. Also,
Yeah.
what's going on with these two? I just realized because they're not actually connected to anybody, but they've got these symbols around them.
That might be part of the Blues Beaks gang.
Maybe.
'Cause-
Also, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
I just thought
yeah.
of something.
Yeah.
The whole area around the Blues Beaks is shaded in pink.
Yes.
So maybe it's a developing situation and they all wind up at some point.
Maybe.
I mean, they're all best buds, except for this one.
Yes.
That could go
Yes.
places. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what I'm also noticing? Whoever is right here,
Yes.
best buds, hates them.
Yes. Oh my god. That is a great dynamic. I love it.
Oh, that's gonna be so good.
That's spicy. That's gonna be spicy.
That's gonna be rich.
Chloe,
Rich,
you know
I
what
tell
this
ya.
is? You know what this is?
What?
Jamie Tart, Roy Kent.
Well, Roy wound up liking Jamie.
Yeah. But it definitely was like an awkward thing.
Yeah.
Mostly one-sided.
All right.
It's
I'm
beautiful.
reluctant to leave because the song goes so hard, but let's do it.
I know. I love it. Oh my god.
I like that this ended up mostly just being, let's tour the area of Issei Bay and learn about the lore. By the way, this started with multiple people getting dismembered.
Yes, it did. It really did.
This
And then yes.
was
Yes.
so violent at the very beginning, and then it
Yes.
immediately was like, let's be tourists. It's great.
I
The
love
second
it.
half. The second half literally cut to something else entirely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, interestingly, chat did ask at the time, and we never got a good moment to address it. Like, people were like, we didn't watch the first game. Is it normal for there to be this much, like, gore all at once? And the answer is, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
kind of.
There was definitely some mass murder stuff happening in the first game. It was mostly described.
Yes.
Like, there was not a lot of seeing bodies that had this kind of stuff happen. There were definitely some serious situations of brutality.
Yeah. Although
Yeah.
in the first game, we did see people who looked like they had been drowned.
Yes.
Yeah, like we
Um,
saw a handful of bodies, but like a bunch of people getting killed in a row. We mostly heard that kind of thing described.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that was an interesting thing. I didn't get a chance to bring it up, but the whole beginning of this stream was kind of it was kind of like if they had chosen to show us what the one-sided Reed's curse had done, it would have probably been something very similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would have
More
looked
than
like pretending to be a desk.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yes,
this game, I'm excited that it's finally getting into the violence because it definitely was more slow build than the first game.
Yeah. Definitely.
I
more
do,
so, though.
and I mentioned it at the beginning, like once we got through the end of like the bad ending. I do think it's interesting that they spend more time building up the characters and making you care about them, and then it's like, hey, this is the worst possible outcome. Let's try to avoid it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it also feels like they're kind of like they are introducing the characters much more organically in this one. Because in the
Yes.
first
Mhm.
one, you started as one of the main people, and you meet all the other people, and you kill them. Like, that's basically chapter one. And then that all gets undone.
and then all of a sudden you really get to meet the people because you start playing as them.
Well,
Right.
okay. Counterpoint. In the first game in Paranormasight, when you meet the cops, you have the choice to kill them or not. And when we played through it, we did not kill the cops in the first round.
I don't think we got the opportunity to kill them, if I remember correctly. I think
We
they
definitely
never
did.
walked. I don't think they actually walked away from us at any point.
They
I think
did.
they
They
made
did.
us leave. Did they? I need to rewatch it again, but
I think
I think the reason they survived is that they you know what it is? Maybe they would have walked away if they hadn't spotted me. But I think once they spotted me, I was locked in on them making me leave.
Huh. Well, we'll have to rewatch it.
Yes.
It's a good excuse to rewatch Paranormasight. The playlist is going to pop up right here on the replay.
Yes.
Yes. All right, but we should wrap it up there.
Yes.
Kelsey, where
quite
can
late.
people find you on the internet?
People can find me on the internet at kelseydcrawford.com. That is KELCID Crawford.com. It's got literally everything.
And Chloe.
You can find me at the following locations. I am on Pillowfort, Blue Sky, and Instagram at CocoMomoArt. And you can find me on Tumblr at purple-pause.
And you can find me at BWHComics.com. I'm also at BWHComics on Patreon, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and Blue Sky. You can also find my Weeb Comic Cosplay and a Weeb Comic about cosplay and convention craziness over at cosplayandcomic.com. And as a reminder, if you're not already following me on some part of social media, I strongly recommend it. We're about to have a very big announcement related to cosplaying. So please keep an eye out for that. So that's going to wrap things up for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And until next time, rock on, guys, and never stop drawing.
Thank you all so much for watching. You are awesome.
Thank you very much for tuning in to Cersei Explores Japan, co-starring Avi.
So when do I get to fuck a mermaid?
You will deny
Preferably a male.
Well, that would be a merman. And I'm not saying you're not right. I'm being specific. I guess I'm group referring. I don't know if there's what's the non-binary equivalent of a mermix. I'm looking for.
There you go.
Oh my God,
we got there.
Chaser.
Yeah. Good
All
night,
right.
everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.